Deck Building Part 2 Beam Installation. Once the beam brackets are secured with the grout, it's a good idea to wait about 7 days for it to cure properly. Anytime you have a metal to wood connection, it's a good idea in order to put some self-sealing membrane in that area. It will just prevent the wood from rotting prematurely. When installing your beams, you want to make sure that the curvature to the width of the lumber, which is known as the crown, are facing up. The reason why we have them face up is when we put a load on it, it will actually push them down and flatten them out. This will keep your deck nice and straight. It's also a good idea to use some clamps to make sure that the top edges are flush together. Clamps are also used to pull the two members of the beam together when you're fastening it with the screws. You want to make sure that the screws go in every foot or so, and that you have at least 3 per width of the board. Once the beam has been screwed together, the next thing is to install the hanger brackets for the beam. Here we're using a couple of clamps to make sure that that bracket is tight to the bottom of the beam. Before fastening the anchor screws into the bracket, it's important to make sure that everything is square. What you're going to do is you're going to take a tape measure and go from the diagonal corners and measure to see if that's the same amount. If it is, then your deck should be square. Once your beam is secure, the next thing you want to do is cover it with a piece of self-sealing membrane in order to make the connection between the joist and the top of the beam a rot-proof one. This concludes the beam installation video. Thanks for watching.